Gerry Turner was distraught in last night's episode of The Golden Bachelor as Joan Bassos revealed she was choosing to go home after a one-on-one date. The Golden Bachelor's Gerry Turner was left in tears as Joan Bassos, who was a fan favorite to get the final rose, explained she was choosing to go home to be a mom. The 60-year-old was already through to next week's episode as Gerry had given her a rose the night before when they embarked on a terrific one-on-one date. Her prize for winning the Golden Bachelor Talent Showcase with a heartfelt poem she'd written about the 72-year-old. However, it seemed it just wasn't meant to be as Joan became the second contestant to voluntarily leave the show for a heartbreaking reason. Joan had previously explained her daughter, who gave birth just before the private school administrator appeared on the ABC show, had been struggling postpartum and it was incredibly difficult for her to get to the Bachelor mansion in the first place. On Thursday's episode, the Bachelor hopeful got a distressing text from her daughter and started crying on the phone. In a confessional, Joan tearfully revealed, "It wasn't a normal, everyday delivery at all. Things go wrong, and even if everything went right, you need your mom. My family will always be first." While fans praised her decision to put her family first right from the start, Joan still had the arduous task of breaking the news to the other 11 remaining contestants as well as Gerry himself. The Maryland native told the other women she felt like her decision to join the show was selfish and wished them well, saying, "I hope one of you finds love with Gerry because I got to tell you, he's just really, honestly, I know everybody keeps saying this, he's a really amazing guy." Joan then invited Gerry for a chat on one of the benches outside facing the driveway, with the sun shining down on an otherwise picturesque day. The Golden Bachelor seemingly didn't have any idea what news was awaiting him as he sat down with a mile-wide smile plastered across his face, eager to see Joan one-on-one again after their sensational date. Joan revealed, "The first thing I want to say to you is thank you so much for last night. It was one of the best nights of my life. Our connection was so deep and it's the first time that's happened to me since my husband passed away and I, for the first time, was envisioning a life with somebody else. It healed my heart. As you know, it was very hard for me to come here and since I've been here the things at home haven't gotten any better and I got a text this morning and I think I need to go home and be a mom." Gerry's eyes almost instantly filled with tears as Joan continued, fighting to speak as her voice cracked with emotion. "As much as I don't want to leave, I've got to be a parent." The Golden Bachelor heartbreakingly interrupted her saying, "I get it. I understand, but I can't tell you how disappointed I am. I was so excited this morning I was out of bed dancing. But there's a moral compass that we both share and sometimes the right thing to do is the hardest." The pair said their tearful goodbyes as a car rolled up and swept Joan away. Later in the evening, the ABC star took to Instagram assuring fans that her family is doing great, and shared her appreciation for all of the support and concern she'd received from the Bachelor Nation fans. The Golden Bachelor is the first show of its kind with a focus on older contestants, and the show was previously discussed on The View when audiences witnessed an awkward blunder. Earlier this year, The Bachelor's creator stepped down after 21 years in the job,